And I am live. Hello, hello, hello. Awesome ones. Happy, happy Sunday. It is Sunday on May 29th, 2022. For those of you who do not know who I am, Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast Deck. Super excited to be here with you tonight. Now, before I dive in, I just want to go and do a little housekeeping, make sure I am streaming live where I usually am normally streaming. So let's just check it out. So I give a big shout out to all you people who are following me, who are with me. Let's see, here we go. No, that's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Okay. And I'm going to give you all my attention in just a second. Just following in. Here we go. So for those of you who are watching from Twitter, please go ahead and hit that little heart button. Let me know that you are watching and share it out for that matter. Let me know what rings true to you for tonight. And I'm going to dive into the YouTube channel. Make sure I am where I need to be as well. And then we're going to dive into, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. There we go. Here we are. So if you are watching from YouTube, do me a favor as well. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. And you can hit that little thumbs up button. Let me know that you're enjoying what's going to be showing up for tonight's cards. The 12 card pull for each zodiac sign relating to the Venus Taurus energy, as I promised. And I'm going to go and land where I usually land, which is on my Facebook page, where most of the time there are people there following and gaining some insight. I think there's somebody there right now as I speak, perhaps, maybe. Let me see. So that's where I'm going to be staying. So when you do show up here, please let me know that you are here by saying hi. And some days I get to see the comments, and some days I don't, depending on how Venus is playing along. Facebook is playing along. So if you are here, please do a shout out by saying hi. Let me know where you are chiming in from. So if you caught my 2 lives last night that I did regarding Venus entering Taurus energy, which took place as of yesterday. So now Venus is playing in Taurus energy. For those of you who are not aware of the 2, Venus is about love, relationships, and money. Taurus is associated with second house in astrology, which is also about relationships, connecting to our physical and material possessions, and how we value ourselves and others. And what might be a real big highlighter for many of us now that Venus is in Taurus is how we want to be appreciated, how we want to be valued, how we want to be respected. Boundaries might be a really big thing for many of us going forward. So many of us, even before reading any cards for anyone, many of us might be working on some new boundaries so we can start to feel more supported and protected and also appreciated based on the different things that we're doing. So what we're going to be doing tonight, what I'm going to be doing tonight is I'm going to read 1 card for each zodiac sign. So that means based on your natal chart where Venus sits. So for example, on my chart, Venus is in Pisces. So when I read Pisces, that's going to apply to my Pisces energy on my personal chart. If you have Venus in Aries, when I read Aries, it's going to apply to your chart. And what we're doing here tonight is we're going to be focused on the color. Now, any of you who are new to this, my deck of cards have 3 elements on the card. A color, which is associated with your chakra, 1 chakra. The number, which is associated with numerology and astrology, the astrology of the collective energy as we speak. And then an affirmation that's going to help you raise your vibration, but also add to the story that's going on in your life right now. So what I would recommend that you do is, if you are like me, you're going to want to take notes. You might want to take notes now while I'm actually here live with you, or you can come back and rewatch it and take notes when I come to your zodiac sign. You only need to pay attention to 1 zodiac sign for this one. This is not like when I give a forecast reading for the actual zodiac sign of the season. This is actually based on 1 zodiac sign because you only have 1 zodiac sign in the planet of Venus. Now, you can also pay attention to what the house is. Now, if that is the case, so for example, if you are familiar with your houses, and you can actually go back and watch my live from last night because I talked about the energy of the houses and what each house represents. If you are familiar with the houses, then you can go and make this a little more challenging for yourself and look at that card as well. So, for example, and I'll use my Venus energy, which is in Pisces, but in the ninth house. So therefore, the ninth house is associated with Sagittarius. So therefore, I might pay attention to the cards that are associated with Pisces and Sagittarius. See how that works? I know it's getting a little more complicated, but if you happen to be a little more skewed in astrology, then advance yourself and use this information, more insight to help you navigate through this Venus energy. So we're going to start. I'm going to start. And if you have comments and you are watching on Facebook, please put those comments in the comment section. If you're watching through the YouTube channel or Twitter, now Twitter, you can definitely make comments. You can tweet. In reference to YouTube, I'm not quite sure if you can make comments on YouTube, but if you can't and you do have a comment, you can email, which is that email scrolling on the bottom, which is healingwithin76@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you based on the question that you may have. So we're going to start. And what I'm going to do, if in fact some of you do hop on to say hello, just so you know, if I do not respond immediately by saying hello back, by the time I get to Virgo, which is the halfway mark, I will then take a look to see who said hello or whatever comments were left, and I'll pay attention to those comments and hellos at that point. And then I'll continue on from Libra until we finish Pisces. All right, so here we're going to go. So when we talk about Aries, based on your chart, whatever the number is that the house is sitting in your chart, again, if you want to use that information and also the Aries information, the one card we have associated with. Now, the collective energy, just to give you an idea, also emphasizes the second house, which is about... And you know what? I'm not going to make this too confusing. I'm going to keep it just as we're going to just stay focused on the energy of Aries right now, based on what's on your chart. So if you have Venus in Aries, this is what's going to apply to you. Here's your card for tonight. The card's in reverse. So this is Aries. The reverse means you do need to pay attention. And also you want to work on that crown chakra, which is the chakra that's showing up here. Now, I'm going to turn it up right so we can see it. So for Aries, this is about marriage. Now, it could be the traditional marriage where maybe during this Venus, Taurus collective energy, you may be in the process of presenting a proposal. You may be getting married. You may be getting proposed to. Or on the non-traditional sense, it might also be in reference to the things you're married to, such as beliefs, habits, and programming, coming out of the ego, and moving more into your spiritual wisdom of what really serves your highest purpose now. And like I said, based on Taurus energy, you might be in the process of making up some new boundaries, setting up some new beliefs based on what you used to do may no longer be aligned with you. So you're no longer married to that way of doing. Number 88, when we talk about the 8 energy, the 8 is about abundance, your achievements, your accomplishments, and your success as well. That 88 works out to be a 7. So during this Venus Taurus energy, it's really important for you to take some time to sit quietly, reflect, analyze. We have a new moon coming up tomorrow, which I'll talk about that tomorrow. Great time to do some meditation and really get connected to what brings more balance into your life based on those beliefs. And or if you are in the process of preparing for a wedding, that will bring balance into your life. So I'm loving that card for Aries. The crown chakra is something you want to work on. I just want to plug in my laptop before I go further. So again, for you Aries who have Venus in Aries, this is about marriage, but the cards in reverse. So we can speak the traditional marriage in reference that if you are married, there may be you may need to have a conversation with your partner in reference to what was working, what new boundaries you might want to set up. It may be time where you're looking to be married. And it may be just about letting go of old habits, beliefs, and programming, which is about working from the ego and moving to that spiritual wisdom. Find a balance within is the first card for Aries. All right, so that's again, if you have Venus in Aries, that card was for you. Now, for those of you who are popping in, just popping in now, I am working on reading the energy for Venus and Taurus and where it is on your chart. So you do need to know your natal chart. You do need to know where Venus is on your personal natal chart. And for anyone who's popping in, I will definitely say hello to everybody as we are halfway through. So do not think I'm ignoring you. All right, so we're actually going to move into Taurus now. So if you actually have Venus in Taurus on your actual natal chart, all I want to do is put out there is God bless you, because that means there's a lot of energy going on in your specific chart, a lot of shifting going on relating to relationships, and maybe a lot of energy going on relating to your career, because again, Venus is about money. All right, so let's see for you. Oh, interesting for Taurus. Interesting for Taurus. Success. So again, if you have Venus and Taurus on your personal chart, know that this Venus-Taurus energy is definitely going to bring success in. But you also got to concentrate on that solar plex energy. You have to begin to trust. You have to be open to the abundance. If you have if you're holding on to beliefs that don't serve you, this would be a really good time to let go of that. That is right. Solar plex energy is about abundance. It's also about trusting. It's about feeling worthy of abundance. Now, depending on what house your Taurus is in on your chart, you may also want to take a peek at that house number as well when that card shows up, just to get a little bit more information to how to navigate through this Venus-Taurus energy. That 8 number, 8 is all about abundance, success, your achievements, what you're here to achieve. The 8 is associated with Scorpio energy when we think about it on astrology. It is connected to Scorpio. So it really is about letting go of the old ways of how you think about money and allowing that new energy to come in so you can have success. Where do you see success in your life? How do you feel about success? Do you get excited about success, or does success hold a very negative vibe for you? I actually know this gentleman who I met many years ago, and I used to say to him, especially in the beginning when I first met him, not knowing, I used to say, wow, how successful he was. And he would really get very upset with me regarding success, because in his mind, success meant that he was not a very nice guy, that he was rude and obnoxious. And I came to learn that through doing a reading with him, to find out that when he was younger, what his dad used to say to him is successful people become very bitter and obnoxious because the money goes to their head. So that was the philosophy he had in his mind. So success was not a happy feeling for him. So he had to use a different word to resonate with success, because success left a negative vibration for him. So the big question for you, Taurus, Venus energies, is that true for you as well? So if you twinge when you hear the word success, or you feel like, oh my God, if I'm going to be successful, I'm going to have to work really, really hard, use that 8 energy to let go of that idea and trust. Trust that with your Taurus and Venus, this season for you is going to be magnificent, very successful. That yellow energy is all about solar plex. So allow the abundance to come in. Trust that you are where you are. And more importantly, what I'm hearing is allow yourself to feel worthy of having success. You don't have to work hard for it. You deserve it. So feel worthy of it. So any inner child experiences related to maybe you were told you're never going to mount up to anything. Well, this is time to let that go, that 8 energy, and allow yourself to receive the worthiness that's coming in, the wealth that's coming in as well. So that's Taurus and Venus, right into this first house energy. So that's really about self, where Venus and Aries is that second house, which is about the relationship that you have with your Aries energy. All right, so we're moving into Gemini. So Geminis, again, where your Venus is it in Gemini? Gemini is our planet of our zodiac sign of communication. how you might be communicating right now between that Venus Taurus. About a lot of conversation might be taking place regarding money, regarding relationships, regarding contracts with others as well, and making note of your boundaries. That's really important. That internal dialogue as well. So perhaps you might even be in a space where you are letting go of partnerships and contracts that don't serve you right now, and you're really allowing yourself to move into that space of having the ability to talk about that. So for you Geminis, here's your card, intuition. So this is your time to use your intuition. Intuition is that internal dialogue that comes in, all about Gemini, which is about communication. So allow yourself to use your intuition. Trust that whatever business deals are coming up, this is the time for you to tap into your intuition and say, does this really serve me? And can I set up the boundaries I'm looking to set up with this relationship, business relationship, and also personal relationships too? Because remember, Venus is about love relationships and money as well. Taurus is that physical material possessions, but it's also about how you want to be honored and valued and respected. So trust your intuition. If your intuition is saying to you, and this isn't going to work for you, trust it. Trust it. The chakra to work with to do that is your root chakra. So you do need to make sure you stay grounded during this Venus Taurus season so you don't get caught off guard. 2 and 4 is 6. So we talk about 6. 6 is about healing. So during this Venus season for you in Taurus, this is going to help you heal money issues. This is also going to help you heal relationship issues related to money. But you need to trust your intuition. That 6 energy in astrology is associated with the 6th house. So scheduling time, organizing your time. That's the boundaries as well. So do not, I mentioned this last night in my live, do not be a people pleaser right now. Honor your time, trust your intuition, and only schedule things into your schedule that you truly, truly want to do and that you're not going to regret saying yes to. Stay grounded during the season. Lots of healing coming in. Fun season for you Geminis. After all, the sun energies in Gemini, and I'll talk about that tomorrow. So stay tuned. Just want you to take a peek at something, and I'm going to come back in just a second. Hang in there with me. Bringing some folks on. All right, just want to get this a little lived up, see if there's others who want to come on and play. All right, we're going to move into Cancer. All right, Cancer. So again, Venus, look at your chart. See if you have Venus in Cancer. If you do, this one's for you. This is all about Venus and that Taurus energy, activating your ability to get into your community, wanting to connect more, connecting with new people. This is a time for, I'm hearing like meetups, events, socializing. This is your time to do that. New relationships happening in. And that's assuming you have that in Cancer energy. Even though that's quite interesting for Cancers, because Cancers really like to be within themselves. Cancers like to be alone many times because too much energy around Cancer is overwhelming for them. But this energy with that Venus Taurus, it's about that boundaries as well. So pay attention. All right. So Cancer, for you, your card showed up in reverse. Interesting that it shows up in reverse. Let's bring it up right. So our domestic harmony is the affirmation here. Considering you guys like to be home, it is really about having more harmony in your household. Being able to, chakra is the throat chakra. Being able to have conversations with those at home and having, again, the physical material possessions, what about home is really important to you, and also the connection, the conversations that you want to have. The number here is 22, which is a master number. This is about your foundation. This is about building a healthier foundation in the home space. Learning to communicate in the home space. In the home space, even though, yes, this Venus Taurus energy activates your need to want to get out there and communicate with people, but this is also about that harmony you want to have at home as well. That balance between the two, so to speak. 22, when we think about it as that master number, it's about your foundation. It's about building a foundation. It's about getting balance in your life. So getting that balance between home and getting out into group events. It's about stability as well. When we think about 22, holding the same meaning of the 4, which is about the 4th house, which is associated with Cancer energy, being at home. Communication, communication, communication. This Venus Taurus is going to help you activate the need to want to communicate. Want to communicate. You're going to want to say things to people. You're going to want to express yourself. You're building a new foundation. So you're setting up your new boundaries. You're letting people know what things bother you and what things don't bother you. So this is a great one for you Cancers. I love that. And remember the cards in reverse. You do want to really work on that throat chakra so you can get it across without it being so rude. All right, love that for Cancers. Leos. So if you have Venus and Leo energy activating the collective could be activating some work stuff for you guys. This could be related to your work sections, your purpose, your achievements, your money. This might be a really great time to get that resume out there. Look for a different job that's going to serve your purpose, or even go into your boss office and have a conversation about a raise. So there might definitely be a conversation about a raise. Let's see what card shows up to help you have that conversation. Interesting card. The heart chakra here. So this is really about the matters of the heart when we think about it. That matters of the heart is when we're working in our soul's purpose. It brings us that joy. But also at the same token, you might be stressing or worried about wanting to have that conversation with your boss to get a raise. Have faith. No, it's going to happen, but you might have to have that conversation. You might have to set that boundary. You might have to get in that space of saying to your boss or whomever it is you work, you might have to start setting the tone to exactly how you want the schedule to be. 56 is a master number. We just had a master number with Cancer energy. Now we have it with Leo. That 11. That 11 is all about healing the relationship you have with yourself, which is the heart energy. So really start working on clearing the heart. Anything that causes you to be frustrated, causing grief, despair, anything of such, it's time to let go of that so you can really allow yourself to be in your soul purpose, be recognized for the work that you do, the achievements, the accomplishments, and have faith. Have faith that this is your time. So if you are feeling that nudge to either go find a job that really serves you and brings you into faith, have faith that you're going to find it. If this is a time that you really want to be recognized or recognize is the word I'm hearing regarding the work that you are doing. It's time that you feel like you need a raise. Have that conversation. Have that conversation. Again, remembering we have a new moon coming in. So this is a really great time to set out those new intentions. So for you Cancer, for you Leos out there, have that conversation. It's time to connect, set up a time with your boss and talk about that promotion, talk about that raise. If you're looking to even take the leap of faith and stepping out of your 9 to 5 and moving into your entrepreneurship or just working for yourself, do that too. Have faith it's going to happen. This is a perfect time for that for you Leos. All right, Virgos. So Virgos, with Virgo in Taurus season right now, this could be a really great time for you to travel. Now, traveling can mean where you're just traveling from one city to another. It could also be where you're literally packing your suitcase and going. But it also could be about tapping into your spiritual wisdom for you Virgos. Okay? And again, if you happen to know the house that your zodiac sign is in Venus, please pay attention to that house number. You can go to yesterday's live that I spoke about what the houses mean based on each number. You can then follow that card too, which then gives you 2 cards to play with. So here we are. So Virgo, again, all about traveling. All right, interesting on this card popping in. This is about higher education. This is right in alignment to where it is in Taurus right now. So this is activating your higher education, higher wisdom, higher knowledge. Not necessarily about going back to school, but really about tapping into your spiritual wisdom, taking on maybe a course right now, taking a course, a seminar. This is a perfect time for that. where, again, when we think about Venus, love, relationship, and money, this course might actually help you step into a better position when it comes to money. High heart is about that compassion you want to have for yourself. 3 and 6 is that 9, which is associated to the Venus collective energy in your 9th house. This is really about learning to let things go and transforming into a higher wisdom, higher education at this very time, and allowing yourself to travel. So again, this may be an opportunity for you to go take a workshop, take a seminar, learn something new, learn something that's going to enhance you and help you to evolve into the next level for you Virgos. I love that for Virgos. All right, so we are at the halfway mark. So just checking in to see who else is here, if anyone's here with me. And it's a quiet night. I didn't expect it to be quite busy considering it is a holiday weekend, but I did want to go ahead and just take note. I see that Ruth was here. I don't know if Ruth's still here, but if so, hello, hello, hello. Anyone else that's bouncing in at this point, or you'll be watching on the replay, just let me know as the week goes on how this energy works with you. Now, do note that when we talk about Venus and Taurus, this is a season. This is not just a week. Venus will definitely stay in Taurus for a little while, and not quite sure to how long. Let me see if I can answer that question. Let me just take a minute, and then I'll be able to see. Hold that thought. All right, so I should have an answer for you right now. All right, so if this is correct, all right, I believe Venus stays in one zodiac sign for 30 days. So we have a month of Venus being in Taurus energy. I'm going to check something out again. So hang in there with me. Bear with me 1 second. I want to be a little accurate here tonight. And then we're going to dive back in and start with Libra. Now that we just finished off with Virgo. Let's see. Okay, yes, all right. Good enough. So Venus in Taurus will be there until June 21st, give and take. So as we have it, so this is a pretty long season. So Venus will stay in Taurus until June 21st, and then it's going to enter into Gemini. So that's a little bit of time. That's a nice season for us to do this work. And remember, the chakra is the color that shows up for your card reading tonight. That's the chakra you want to work on throughout the season so you can clear the energy of that chakra so you can be aligned to whatever it is that's going to show up for you in your season. So we're going to dive right back, and we're going to start with Libra. So Libra, let's see. Libra, this is definitely a time to work on letting go of old habits, old beliefs, and transitioning into some new ways of doing things. So let's say if you were excuse me. Let's say you didn't keep a checkbook. Maybe you might be in the process of thinking about making sure your checkbook is in order so you know exactly what's going in and what's going out, because that's what that Venus Taurus energy is about. And for your card, Libra, this is about balance, which is really interesting because Libras are the 7th house in astrology, and they're all about balance. So this is really about what's going to bring you balance. How is Venus Taurus energy for you going to bring you balance during the season? 7 and 6 is about your foundation. This is about your home. This is about your career as well. The balancing between the two and allowing that Venus Taurus energy to help you have more boundaries in your foundation so you can have more balance. So what I'm hearing, somebody needs to hear this who has their Venus in Libra. This is really about learning how to not say yes to every project, not say yes to every occasion. Learn to balance it. Learn to make sure that you are balancing everything about your life. So you're not feeling overwhelmed in one area versus the other. That 7-6 is the 13, which is that 4. This is your boundaries. This is about your foundation. This is about bringing everything back into compassion. So I have Tanya here. Hello, Tanya. How are you? I am now on Libra energy, and tonight I'm working on the Venus Taurus energies with the card. So I know you had popped in last night during one of my lives I did, and I'm kind of curious to know where your Venus is on your chart, what signs it is on your chart. If you want to write that down in the comments below, I'll be all happy to give you some insight. Hopefully, I haven't passed the zodiac sign just yet. I have already read from Aries right now to Libra, and we're going to be moving on into Scorpio in just a second. So the final card here, this is about the high heart. This is about being more compassionate to yourself and remembering that you want to bring more balance into your life. So this is not always about that you're going to say yes to everything. There are going to be things that you're going to have to say no to. That's about your boundaries. That's about respect. That's about honoring you and honoring balance in your life. That's Libra. And it is really about your foundation this time. So letting go, when we think about the collective energy, it's about letting go of the things that no longer serve so you can make that space for the new things to come in. All right, Scorpios. Scorpio, with the Venus Taurus energy, you may want to create a relationship with meditation. Meditation, sitting quietly, getting involved with some social groups that's going to incorporate meditation, Reiki, energy work for you guys, because you really want to bring more of that balance within your mind, body, and spirit, that connection between you and spirit as well with this energy. So again, if your Venus happens to be in Scorpio energy, this is what would work for you. Quite interesting on the card that just showed up for you, Scorpios. Healing. Isn't that what I just said? This is definitely a time that you want to work in some healing practices, whether it be meditation, whether it be working with crystals, Reiki, whatever it is, but you definitely want to bring that into your energy. You want to be able to have time for it. You want to respect it as well. And you as a healer, if you happen to be a healer, this is really important for you to spend some time, find some time to schedule yourself a session or two, at least weekly, if not every other week, so you can really work on healing your mind, body, and spirit. The chakra here is the high heart. So this is really about bringing more compassion in for self. Bringing more compassion in for self. There may be something going on during this Venus Taurus energy for you right now that's going to cause you to go within. You may be experiencing a spiritual, I like to call it a spiritual awakening right now, which may have you a bit overwhelmed. So healing is very important for you. That 6 number in astrology is about scheduling the time to meditate. Schedule the time for your Reiki treatments. Schedule the time with your crystals. Schedule time with your essential oils. Healing, healing, healing. Also, it's about scheduling time to move your body, exercise, strength training. Women over the age of 30, it's extremely important to be lifting weights for bone health. So that 6 energy is all about organizing your time, structuring your time, respecting your time as well to go within, especially again, those Scorpio Venus energies right now. This is really about giving yourself that permission to go within to get the answers you're looking for. You may be going through a dark time right now, and it's all good because you're going to do some healing work. Anytime we go through a dark experience, and when I use the word a dark experience, many would look at it as, well, it's a negative experience. Dark experience means that someone's just turned the light out on you. And there's a reason why the light is out, because it's about going within. It's about taking time to sit quietly and evaluate what it is that you want to change, whether it be the boundaries, whether it be seeing yourself with more respect, more honor, more gratitude. And you only get to do this when you sit quietly and really connect with self. And that's that Scorpio Venus energy. All right, moving into Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is going to sound very similar to the Scorpio energy, because this Venus Taurus, it really is about helping you to schedule time to take care of you. Take care of you. Scheduling time, the relationship with yourself. That's the most important relationship right now for you, Sagittarius, is self. During this season, it's not about getting out there and connecting with people, socializing, meeting anybody. This is really about healing time for you. Your healing time. You've gone through a very intensive energy within the last give and take maybe 6 months. This is the time now to start healing. So really allow yourself, put yourself on the calendar to heal. Similar to Scorpio energy, this is time for you to schedule your Reiki treatments, pull out those crystals, get your oils going, connect with a mentor. Allow yourself to schedule all of that in. Right now, this is not a time, like I said, this is not a time for you to be socializing. This is not a time for you to be meeting people. This is not a time to get out there and meet your soulmate. This is about you. This is about you. This is your healing time right now. Heal the relationship with self. So once this Venus Taurus energy ends as of June 21st, then you're going to be ready to get out there and mingle. And interesting, because your energy is similar to Scorpio's, you also have the same card as Scorpio. This is the same card that showed up in Scorpio. It's now showing up in Sagittarius. So just similar to Sagittarius, similar to Scorpio, the same thing for Sagittarius. This is a time for healing for Sag and Scorpios for that matter. This is your time for healing. This is the time to schedule time for you. Schedule time for you. If you happen to be in a relationship, if you happen to be married, whatever not, you may want to have a conversation with your partner and let them know that, look, I really need to put myself on my calendar right now and take time for me so I can release whatever really doesn't serve this version of me so I can be the best version for you and I once Venus season in Taurus is over. And have that conversation and have it in the most compassionate way possible so your partner or your partner knows this professionally and personally as well, because you are in the process of, this is your time to heal. This is your time to let go of any of the childhood wounds that you might have been carrying in regards to not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy. Perhaps you always put yourself second as opposed to putting yourself first. This is the time to change that up. This is your healing time, and use it. Be compassionate. Be gracious to yourself. Give yourself grace in this moment of Venus Taurus season. All right, so that's Sagittarius. All right, we're moving into Venus and Capricorn. So you Venus Capricorn. This is about having fun. So here we had Scorpio and Sagittarius was really intense healing work. Well, Capricorns, this is your time. If you have Venus and Capricorn energy, this is your time to have fun. This is your time to be expressive. This is your time to be adventurous. But it's also your time to change. Change, so you can have that freedom. You can be expressive. Let's see what chakra you need to work on so that change can come in. Interesting card for you Capricorns. Again, for those of you who have a Venus Capricorn, this is your time to tap into a Reiki treatment. So if you do have a Venus Capricorn, go ahead and redeem your complimentary 15-minute Reiki treatment by me. To do that, all you need to do is email healingwithin76@gmail.com, working on a heart chakra so we can clear that energy so you can be in a space of change, freedom, expression, creativity, and fun. Fun for you Capricorns. All right, so go ahead and redeem that 15-minute complimentary session. Please redeem that complimentary session within the next 24 hours to at least take advantage of your complimentary session. You don't have to have it 24 hours from now, but you do need to redeem it within 24 hours in order to take advantage of it. After 24 hours, it's no longer available. So please jump on that. All right, just want to give a shout out to Lou who just popped in. Lou, what we're doing tonight, what I'm doing tonight is I'm giving some insight based on the Venus Taurus season that just started yesterday and goes right through June 21st, which is a pretty long time when you think about it. And how this works for you is just looking at your natal chart and seeing on your personal natal chart where Venus is in your chart, what zodiac sign it is, and also what house it's in. Now, I'm currently reading Aquarius right now, so you're definitely going to have to come back, watch on the replay, unless, of course, you have Venus in Aquarius or Pisces. Then you can hang in there and get this answer right away. Otherwise, come back and rewatch. But watch it with me now and come back and watch on the replay. All right. So we are now moving into Venus and Aquarius. With Venus and Aquarius, the relationships, the physical material possessions regarding home. Regarding home, Venus and Aquarius. That's your home. That's your foundation. How do you feel about your foundation? How do you feel about your home? So when we talk about home, and that when we talk about the collective energy, that fourth house, Venus, Aquarius, your home could be your body. So this Venus in Taurus season for Aquarius, this could be about your body. This could be about really making time for health, fitness, and wellness. Taking the time out to take care of your health. Getting more health conscious, making sure you're drinking the water that you need to drink, making sure you're getting the rest you need to get. Make sure you're going to bed at a decent time so you get a restful night's sleep, not just sleeping. Making sure you're scheduling in your meditations, everything requiring health. The chakra here is the sacral energy. When we think about that sacral energy, according to health as well, it is connected to your inner child wounds, that relationship you have with your mom as well. When we think about that fourth house, it is associated with your relationship with mom or mother figures or whomever you relate to as a mother. 33 is also a master number. This is about sacrificing. This is about being able to sacrifice yourself so you can be in the best health possible. So again, having the boundaries, making sure that if someone were to call you and say, hey, you want to get together today, but you have the gym scheduled on your calendar, your boundary is going to be like, well, I have to get to the gym today, so we're going to have to do that at a different time. Very important to put yourself first. It's your foundation, your home, your body is very important during this Venus Taurus season. It's very important to get healthy during this Venus Taurus season. And that 33, again, that's a connecting. It connects the same meaning, that 6 energy. So this is really about taking care of you. Put everybody else to the side and take care of you for these between today. So you're looking at basically a month, 30 days to take care of yourself, putting everybody else second. Okay. This could also be relation when we talk about that fourth house. This could also be about also helping a family member take care of their health, where you might be running around with a family member to help them get healthy as well. So pay attention to that as well, please. Somewhere along the line, what happened here? What happened? Give me a second. Want to reconnect with there we go. Nope, that's not where I want to reconnect. Internet went a little crazy on me. I like to stay in tune to see who's here with me on my page. All right, here we go. So again, that fourth house energy could be related to your own body and health, or it could be where you're going to actually be helping a family member going back and forth to take care of their health, doctor's appointments, etc. So it can go either way. But pay attention, you Aquarius. All right. So here we have it, Pisces, the last zodiac sign that carries all 12 energies. So you Pisces, based on the collective energy, this is really about you utilizing the relationship you have in reference with communicating, creating, connecting, branding, rebranding, redoing your website even maybe, getting yourself out there, marketing, however it's going to go. So if you have Pisces in Venus energy, which is interesting because that's where my Pisces is, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I find that to be so interesting. And again, when you look at your chart, I want you to also pay attention to what house your zodiac sign is in on your chart, because that plays a huge role to this as well. You will need to go to my live from yesterday to find out what the houses actually mean, so you can have a better understanding to the energy that's going on. Okay, so we're gonna shuffle the cards and see what Pisces, what one chakra you need to work on, so you can be aligned to this amazing energy as it's gonna activate your voice, your throat chakra. It's gonna get you moving in reference to recreating, getting out there in your community, wanting to share. So let's see what card comes in for you guys. One more shuffle. All right, the card. Interesting card. Forgiveness. Not really quite sure how this fits in, but here we are. We're looking at the crown chakra. So this is about, when we think about the crown chakra, communication, because again, the collective energy is about communicating with spirit, learning to make that connection with spirit, learning to, after all, Pisces is the highest intuitive zodiac sign there is. So learning to forgive yourself for whatever it is you need to forgive yourself, so you can be in that space to communicating, to creating, to branding, to whatever it is you want to be doing. Conversation, conversation, conversation. That 9 energy is about your transitions, about your evolution, about traveling to the other side, shall we say. So crown chakra energy, crown chakra, allowing you to let go of your ego, whomever it is you need to work on forgiving during this Venus Taurus season. This is your time to have a conversation. This is your time to express. This is your time to listen as well. It's not always about talking, as it could be about listening. Allow the other person to say what they need to say, and accept it. Remember, forgiveness is the highest level of healing, and your crown chakra is where it all comes from. So when you begin to forgive, you really do activate your crown chakra. So that 9 energy is about letting go, learning to communicate, learning to listen, and whatever house your Venus Pisces energy is in, take a peek at those cards too. All right, guys, that was so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. So again, what this was all about for tonight is knowing where Venus on your natal chart, your personal natal chart, what zodiac sign it's in personally for you. And then taking it a step further in regards to the house that it is in. And then, of course, the collective energy, which is the Venus Taurus season that we're in right now for the next 30 days. Venus is about love, relationship, and money. Taurus is about relationships, how we value, how we want to be valued, how we feel worthy or not worthy, and our boundaries as well. Now, if you are just tuning in, watching this on the replay, please grab pen and paper. Write down your notes. Write down the color that was associated to that card, that color associated to your chakra. What one chakra do you have to work on during these 30 days to be in alignment to whatever it is this Venus Taurus season is going to help you with? For more information, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Should you want to know in more detail, more specifically, how this is going to navigate for you, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to schedule you for a one-on-one session. I will be back on Wednesday afternoon. You can actually catch me on Joanne's Cosmic Energy radio show, featured on Strong Island Radio. I will be bringing you your 3 cards, 12 card, 3 card, however we want to say it, card spread in regards to the sun, moon, and rising based on Gemini season, because that's where we are right now, and I'll be doing that on Wednesday, 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time. So come join me then. Bring your pen and paper, and you'll have more to write because it's about your sun, moon, and rising. So wherever Gemini sits in sun, moon, and rising, you're going to want to know. You're going to want to know. So wherever it is, you're going to want those cards to show up. So whatever your moon sign is, whatever your sun sign is, whatever your rising sign is associated with Gemini, you'll have up to anywhere from, I'm going to say up to 9 cards to work with. If you have a different zodiac sign for each, if you have the same zodiac sign for all 3, then you're going to have 3 cards to work with. You might have 2 zodiac signs that are 2 of the sun and moon in the same zodiac sign, and something different in the rising. So you'll have, 6 cards to work with. Either way, 3, 6, or 9, you'll have to work with. And if you want to really get intensive, you can actually also look at the opposite signs of each zodiac sign as well. However you want to play this, come join me on Wednesday, 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time for Joanne's Cosmic Energy radio show, featured on Strong Island Radio. Till then, enjoy this forecast, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.